Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload, and this is a game between FoxeR and PengWin on Defender's Landing, the latter edition. In the bottom left side of the map, we have the red Terran player. It is FoxeR, representing Thermi, which I assume is a clan centered around the player Euthermal. And in the top right side of the map, we have the blue Zerg player. It is Swedish Fika. So it's a GM level game sent to me at Falcon Paladin at gmail.com. Should be a pretty good one for you here today. Swedish Fika is another name also for PengWin, who has been on the channel previously, but it's been a while since I've run across any of his replays. So we'll see. We'll see how this works out for the Zerg player, or whether it's the Terran player that comes out on top. That is why we watch these games, because we don't know. If we knew who was going to win, there'd be no suspense and no fun. Although, I don't know, I guess maybe some people would just like watching all the Terran wins, or some people just like watching all the Zerg wins. But for me, I just feel like if there's no threat of losing and there's no suspense in who's going to lose, then it's not good for me. It's not good. Extractor done for PengWin here, working on a spawning pool as well. Going to sneak on down with the drone to expand behind this. It doesn't really slow you down that much. It's maybe 10 seconds later than the hatch routing normally would be. That timing there as it starts to come on in. And it's going to be a Reaper expand from FoxeR. Looks very much like it will be right about now. He has enough gas for a Reaper and then some. So sometimes the timings are a little weird, but FoxeR is going Marine. He's going Marine, and he's going to use those to try to kill these Overlords, these Soloverlords that are scouting across the map from PengWin. So we'll see if they get them. We'll see if they could be saved by Zerglings or if they are just going to die. We'll see how up to the meta PengWin is on this particular strategy, because this is something that Terrans have started doing fairly recently, and it's a pretty good way to supply block your opponent early in the game. Look at this, comes right on out and says, hey, a Marine, hey, an Overlord. Goodbye, Overlord. You're probably going to die. Run, Overlord. Get to the high ground. Get to the high ground. Will you get to the high ground? I don't know. These Lings are going to try to save it, but they're not going to get there in time. Either he's going to survive. Oh, he does. Oh, he does. That's a bigger high ground than I thought it was. I thought it was maybe like a smaller circle there. Either way, we're going to try to knock down this cooling tower, as there are Zerglings coming in to try to knock this. Ooh, going to go ahead and try to kill this SCV building the expansion, and the Ling going to chase after the Marine. If we kill the Marine, the SCV is dead. Pretty good micro here from FoxeR, though. And, oh, the Marine does get picked off, but another SCV comes out to try to save the day against this single Zergling. Oh, they get the Zergling. The Ling got the... They got the SCV, but oh, Command Center is going to finish anyway because there's another SCV right around here. So, I don't know, kind of much ado about nothing. More Lings are coming across, though, just pair by pair, 2 by 2, like Noah's Ark. And there's a little tiny window wherein you can get some SCV kills if you go for it, but there are Hellions in production for FoxeR. And yeah, I was going to say, SCV should probably pull out for now. And ooh, super cool skin Hellions here with a little... Yeah, we've seen this before, but it's the Mad Max skin. Is basically what it is. Do they sound different? I think they even sound different. Link's trying to get up here. No. Sorry, no. Not with Hellions at the top of that ramp. Forcing a liftoff on the natural base. That's a given. You can do that. You can do that. But it's 23 to 21 Harvesters. FoxeR has a lead right now because of all these Lings that PengWin made, and it's going to be a Baneling bust. Oh, Baneling nest on the way, and a lair coming in as well for our Zerg player. So he's not sitting back. He's going to be aggressive. Yeah, did they always used to sound like that? Did they update the sound as well as the visual appearance of these things? I feel like they may have. Calm down there, No Regret, says FoxeR. Yeah, No Regret is known for his massive Ling groups. Trying to kill you with Zerglings. It's kind of the style that I have, which I don't do it nearly as well as No Regret does. This is distracting me so much. They just sound rummier. 3-Rax guy criticizing aggression. Lol. He doesn't have 3 racks. Is FoxeR a 3-Rax guy? I don't 3-Rax. Yeah, FoxeR's with me. He doesn't. That's not what I do. What are you talking about, man? Ling's gonna knock down their own cooling tower, creating this debris. Did they kill some of their own Lings in the process? I think they did. I think they did. There is a Banshee with Cloak on the way. This is different. Anyway, says FoxeR. Yeah, this is definitely not a 3-Rax. And expand his natural base. Going to be fairly well saturated back here as well. These SCVs should go back to work, but they're going to long distance mine for one more trip. Instead, Banshee shooting stuff here at the natural base of PengWin and getting chased away. Just getting chased away because there's a Spore Crawler and a Queen here, as we have in the main base as well. So shouldn't really do too much damage, even with Cloak, in all honesty. I mean, maybe a couple workers here and there, and maybe 3. Any shots? Any more shots? Where's that detection? Detection is there. Spore Crawler. There's a little area right about here between the two bases where the Banshee can slip by unnoticed if she is cloaked. We got, who's pinging? What is pinging here? I don't know. Somebody was pinging somewhere. Hellions moving out. Overlord sees this while the Lings are going to roll into this natural base. Hellions, wrong place, wrong time. Well, they're coming back. They're coming back, but this is a lot of dead SCV. Get out of there, SCV. Running for their lives. Pa, pa, pa. Hellions do return. Oh, only a couple. So 4 Hellions have been killed, or 4 SCVs have been killed so far. I didn't say 4 Hellions. It's ridiculous. 0 Hellions have died so far. Looks like the Banshee did get picked off, though. Got a little bit too greedy. Little too greedy there. 10 drones were killed. 35 to 34 total harvesters. Widow Mines in production. Is FoxeR meching this? He's got to be meching this. That is another factory coming up. And Widow Mines with a Raven. And oh no, the Banshee's not dead. Banshee's not dead. Just came back home. That's all she did. Meanwhile, Lings are trying to hold map control, doing a fairly good job of it. Still no third base out of PengWin. Are you kidding me? Thor's on the way with the new skin too. Look at that skin. Look at the skin on the Thor. So there's a Spire, but PengWin's done absolutely 0 things with it. So this is really strange. This is a really strange look from our Zerg player. Okay, 8 Mutas in production. There we go. 8 Mutalisks in production would be really good against this Hellion, Banshee, Raven type thing, but once the Thor start coming in, it gets a little bit more difficult. Little more difficult. And we turn these. Oh, what was that I was going to say? He wanted to get rid of this Overlord that was scouting in. Didn't have anything that could really shoot up fast enough. So he threw down an auto turret, and then Widow Mine fired on it. That was cool. Ooh, look at the Thor skin. Look at that thing. Roar, I am so triangly. I have lots of hard angles now. Alright, cool stuff. Cool stuff, bro. So many Zerglings everywhere. Mutas coming in. Oh, they're like, oh, there's a Thor. Never mind. We were doing pretty well until that Thor showed up. Got an Overseer to protect against those Widow Mines as well. And Thor trying to kill an Overlord, but not with that mode. If you go into the other mode here, high impact payload, you're going to have a better time. Mutas flying into the main base. The repair does come in. Oh, the repair time. Good enough. There for FoxeR. Well done. Indeed. Supply depot does get picked off. Does not supply block FoxeR. And can he make it out alive? Can the Overlord, the Overseer, escape? And the answer is yes. Still no third. Come on, get it. There we go. Getting a third. Getting a third is PengWin. He's going Swarm Host. All right, so he's going Swarm Host against his meching player. So I believe we've learned from Railgun that going mass Swarm Host against a meching Terran player is not good. Not a great way to do things. But if you just have a small group of Swarm Hosts that can harass, that can set up on the right side and attack, and set up on the north side of the main base and attack, and just kind of keep the mech player running, you're going to have an okay time with it. So we'll see how many he makes. He's making 4 right now. He's getting Nubatized Carapace, which is speed for the Overlords. Is he making another base? He's making a lot of command centers, but he hasn't landed any of them anywhere yet. He's got 2 bases. Third base for PengWin is about 60% complete there. Muta's just flying around. They can't kill this army. But if anybody strays too far or isn't protected at the edges of this base, then they will get picked off by the Zerg player. Still has the Overseer, very smart with that. Lings on the right side in case a very, very sneaky Hellion run by gets attempted here. 5 more Swarm Hosts on the way. He already has 9. Okay, he's going to have 14 Swarm Hosts, you guys. 14 Swarm Hosts. Crazy times. Contaminate thrown down on the starport. No more Banshees for you. And the Mutas trying to just kill what they can. Killing a supply depot. Supply blocking FoxeR momentarily. Widow Mines does fire. And the Mutas running. Taking not a great angle. So they lose a couple Mutas in the process, but that's all right. Is this more? This is just mass Swarm Hosts. He's got 4. He's going to have 20 Swarm Hosts here at the 10-minute mark. So here we go. Swarm Hosts against mech. We'll see how this works out for Stefan from PengWin. our Zerg player here. High-stack auto-tracking on the way, +2 vehicle weapons being researched by FoxeR as well. And he's just relying on his army being very, very good against Lings and Mutalisks to keep him alive. The question is he good against Swarm Host? I don't know. I'd like to see him expand a little bit sooner than he did. 10-minute third is pretty late in Legacy of the Void, but Thors, and more Thors for our Terran player thus far. And the Swarm Hosts are coming around this right side. They're going to land a command center right here. But there's also a sensor tower. There is a sensor tower. It's trying to stay outside the sensor tower, or the Swarm Host, to attack this third. Then they decide to reposition and try to set up on this. Okay, this works. This is going to work, actually. Bam! Locust tossed down, chasing down. Run! How fast is your army? Actually faster than these guys. 262 move speed compared to 262 for the Thors. So same deal. Locust got to choose a landing somewhere, and they do. They're distracting the mech while Lings get inside the third base here and just destroy so many of these SCVs. That is 26 SCVs killed thus far in the game. They're also going to go ahead and force a liftoff on this fourth base attempt by FoxeR. Nicely done. No upgrades on those Lings at all, but pretty effective nonetheless. Bandling speed +5 health coming in. Swarm Host just about to throw down another bunch. Oh, the Hellbats get an upgrade as well. That is so cool. So spiky. So spiky. What this is, Locust trying to toss it down without dying. One Swarm Host does die, but the Locust in a better position to chase now. Gonna have to lift off that fourth base once again, if nothing else. And getting right on top of some of these Hellbats and taking out a Thor. That's a free Thor. That is a free Thor for our Zerg player. Lings rolling on in and getting the surround on Thors, getting the surround on Hellbats, dying as there are still a bunch of Hellbats remaining. But they did pick off yet another Thor. What is that? How many Thors killed? That is going to be... Are those Thors? Those are Hellbats. Two Thors killed thus far. Still on 3 base is PengWin. Probably could expand at this point to a 4th, but he's keeping the pressure on, and keeping the pressure on means you kind of gamble that you don't need to expand. And sometimes you could be wrong about that. This is so many Swarm Hosts. I haven't seen this many in a long time. Another group of Locusts. They just can't chase anything at all. I mean, I guess they could try to come in to this third base. They're going to come into this third base. Oh, no, they landed on the ground before. Did that auto... Oh, did he drop an auto turret and force them to land on the ground? That was beautiful. Out of FoxeR. That was a great play from the Terran player. He saved a lot of stuff. Would have lost the sensor tower. Would have lost the missile turrets at the very least for nothing. But instead, no. Instead, the Locusts die. Well, yes, they do die, and they kill a single auto turret, which, no. That is not enough. That is not enough for them. Mutalisks still flying around. Got Liberators. Got Banshees here. Got Ravens Wings rolling into the fourth. And just taking advantage of the immobility of his army. Banshees are trying to kill these guys before they take down this command center that is being upgraded to a planetary fortress. The repair, I think, is enough to save it. If there were upgrades on these Lings, it would be a different story, but nope. And the PF is done. So the Lings are dead. Another group of Lings trying to run in here. That's kind of suicide, guys. What are suicide Lings? Is that what this is? Suicide Lings, I think, to make supply from Mutalisks is what's going on here. Yeah, that's what I think is going on. Liberators trying to take out Overlords across the top here, and Swarm Hosts just about to be able to pop again. Just about able to pop. Widowmines at the front. Widowmines firing, actually hitting their own Hellbat there just a little bit. Locusts ready to defend. Ready to defend. Liberators set up here as well, and the Muta's going to pick off the Liberators, not supported by anything there. Locusts in the sky, too scary. Meanwhile, we have Locusts here inside the main base. Yeah, here we go. Small group of Swarm Hosts just north of the main base, taking down a starport, going after a refinery, at least catching it directly on fire. FoxeR trying to find a place to move in here. Just going Swarm Host. That's it. I keep looking for Broodlords or Ultras or something, but it is just Swarm Host. 100%, nothing else. Getting shots off on the Thors there. Hellbat count pretty low in this army for FoxeR, which means Lings do pretty well here. 8 Lings on the way. Not few, though. Not that few. Third base is under direct assault by Thor, though, and it is going to fall. It is going to fall here. Thors, catching the Swarm Host out of position, dropping some Locusts on these Thors, and they're trying to, can't escape. The full surround. Can't escape there. Banshees getting picked off by Mutalisks, flying on in out of nowhere. Where'd they come from? Locusts continuing to take down stuff. A factory dies inside the main base. of FoxeR. Army for FoxeR retreats clear to the top left side of the map. There is this debris here preventing these locusts from walking in, but they can fly. They can absolutely fly in. Oh, the Thors versus Thors, they're so good. So dang good. Isn't enough to kill this one? No, with the repair. The repair keeping it alive as well. Another group flying in to this third base. This is what we've been trying to do for PengWin this whole time. Good repair. Fantastic repair, though. Can repair through that damage with little to no problem. But just a bunch of banelings would wreck this, though. Absolutely take care of this base. Well, I don't know if that's something that he's planning on doing. He has made 0 banelings in this game. But he does have the speed. Mulisks flying over Thors, chasing that Banshees. Bad place to be. Bad place to be. A lot of these swarm hosts happen to be kind of just here. Widow Mines firing on them, though. And Locust trying to clean out the Widow Mines. There we go, making them something useful. To some extent, if nothing else. Useful to some extent. Double hatch coming in for our Zerg player, Swedish Fika, also known as PengWin. Thors with +3 attack coming across once more to try to threaten this third base. Are there enough locusts to do this thing? Either way, FoxeR's going to retreat. He's expanding twice. Bottom right side and just above it as well for a 4th and a 5th base. Nope, that is actually a 5th and a 6th base. I apologize. Apologize profusely as the music is a little bit quieter here. And locusts die without even landing. That is just such a sad thing to see. Such a sad thing to see. And Mulisk is forcing a cancel on that 6th base. And going to kill some SCVs here at this 5th base as well. That is 42 SCVs that have been killed. It's 75 to 49 harvesters. Can he get this command center? It's the question of the day. He's killing SCVs. The splash damage is real here. But he does save the command center nevertheless. The 4th base is pretty well established. 5th and 6th were just abject failures for FoxeR here. Trying to throw some missile turrets up as well does not happen. I'm surprised there's only 4 bases. Only 4 bases here for PengWin. He does. FoxeR has a huge bank, 2,400 and 2,000. He just lost those production facilities. He's lost those factories, has to rebuild them. And he's just sitting on a huge bank right now. He can't necessarily remax quickly either, as he really only has 2 factories. He's doing this off of 2 factories? Wow. Insanity. All right, here what he needs to do is get locusts on the left side and on the right side of these Thors and just make it so they can't run. Just surround them. Starting to get in there. Starting to get in and chase them down. Yeah, don't stop. Don't stop or you'll die. One Thor does get picked off. The rest of them are kind of stuck here. They're going to chase. There it is. Chase down, landing, firing. There are a couple Cloak Banshees trying to do this thing, trying to clear the locusts out as well. Can't do it. Just can't do it. Oh, are they pinned? They're kind of pinned. He didn't realize. No, here we go. One more Thor ends up dead, and another one too. The DPS is just insane on these locusts. Mutalisks cleaning out the Banshees, as that's pretty much their entire job in this game. Is that Hyperflight Rotors? Hyperflight Rotors being researched. That increases the speed of Banshees to insane, never-before-seen speeds. Oh, the Thors on the right side just getting surrounded from the high ground, trying to run. There's just nowhere to go. Lings here inside the natural base of FoxeR having a great time until Liberators show up and put an end to that. Put a direct end to those shenanigans. 4th base by FoxeR is coming up here as well. Locust ready to go. Ready to go. Planetary Fortress needs to hold right now. Has 23 kills already. And the DPS cannot DPS the repair on these SCVs. Holy shamoly, they get it. Whoa. There you go. +1 attack. 11 damage, 0.43 weapon speed. Okay, it's nuts. That 4th base is out. So 5th base was planted by FoxeR. 6th base never got redone. So down to these 3 mining bases. Locust pushing in on another established position here. And it's just going really poorly for FoxeR right now. Losing Thors, trying to repair the Thors. Can't really out-repair the damage done by these Locusts, though. Another attack inside the main base, as we can see here. Liberator setting up shop on this 5th base of PengWin. The Muta's trying to fly in and deal with this, but they keep switching back into anti-air mode, which is very smart. Very smart from these Liberators. +2 armor is done for our Zerg player on their ground units. Locusts. Do they have +2 attack yet? Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't know. Banshees. Wow, going to town on this 4th. This is actually a little closer than I think it should be. +2 attack done. 12 damage per shot. They're just trying to kill SCVs here, I think. Yeah, he's manually taking out SCVs. And can he? Oh, he almost got the Planetary Fortress too. Almost, but not quite. More Locusts landing here inside the side of the 4th base. There's not even a base landed right now. Not even a base landed. This game is insane. 200 supply. So many Swarm Hosts compared to 133 supply for the Terran. I don't know. It seems like Zerg player should be in a better spot than he is, but man, Mass Swarm Host, maybe not as good. Maybe not as good. As PengWin was thinking here, these Swarm Hosts are kind of getting stuck. They're getting stuck. They're getting picked off. The Muta's trying to fight, but that splash damage on the Liberators getting a little insane. And all the Mutas are gone. All them Mutalisks are gone. Locusts popping in to this 4th base again. It has been a sight of much sadness for the Terran army in this game. Thors can't fight it. You just can't do it, you guys. Anyway, more fire being rained down on those Swarm Hosts as they try to run. Trying to run. They need something. They need Hydralisk, maybe? Hydra might be pretty good to warn around. Oh, Corruptor. Corruptor's a better choice. A lot of dead Swarm Hosts. 20 dead Swarm Hosts thus far, you guys. That's insanity. There's a single Spore Crawler here at this base that he's trying to use to protect all of these Swarm Hosts, but it's not working. It is really not working. This whole Swarm Host army is getting absolutely obliterated. This hatchery is likely going to die as well. Corruptor flies in. Feeling pretty good about that. Queen with some anti-air herself does actually have 2 kills. This 4th base and 5th base and 6th base is up for PengWin. But that 6th base is under construction again for the FoxeR. Ling's going to cancel it though. 154 to 140 total supply. More Swarm Host. PengWin wants these Swarm Hosts to work, you guys. He really does. Is this turning into one of those old school Swarm Host versus Mech games from Heart of the Swarm that lasted 2.5 hours each and were just nuts? They were crazy is what they were. All right, Swarm Host. Hey-oh, another 4th base. Oh, these guys are just the greatest secret agents. They are the greatest secret agents. They just show up wherever the Terran player does not expect them to be. And they're trying to get Thors if they can. Getting shots off is good anyway, wounding them. Forcing repairs. Banshee squad still going after Swarm Hosts like they did something to their moms, and they kind of did. Swarm Hosts have been causing major problems for the Terran all game. To this point, resources lost at 26,000 for the Terran compared to 20,000 for the Zerg. Don't usually see that. Don't usually see that. Corruptor Ball chasing these Liberators. The Hyperflight Rotor means the Banshees can run. It means the Banshees can run. The Liberators, 462 move speed compared to 4772 move speed. Corruptors are a tiny bit faster than Liberators. Just the teeniest and tiniest bit faster than Liberators. Is this game still going on? This is insanity. 23 minutes in. Nobody really has a major upper hand right now. Do it. Throw down to Locust. There's a big Terran army here. Don't chase the Thors. Don't chase the Thors. There we go. Getting into this 4th base, killing missile turrets, forcing a liftoff on that base once again. Refineries on fire at the same time, trying to take down these Thors. They do get one. They get one. Can they get another one? It's going to be close. Yes, they get another one before they expire. This is a lot of dead Thor, you guys. 19 dead Thors is a lot of dead Thors. A lot of dead Thors, but this Banshee hit squad is having a great day. Corruptor's in here. Corruptors all out of here doing what they can to get rid of these Liberators and then therefore get rid of the Banshees. But Thors with anti-air mode. Anti-air single target against Corruptors do pretty darn well. It's 51 to 53 total workers. FoxeR has a small lead. He's lost 110 SCVs to 24 drones thus far. 110 SCVs he has lost in all of the insanity. And he is still standing, still kicking, still doing whatever he can. When this thing does take down this 5th base along the right side for PengWin, it's gone. It's gone. Ling's inside the natural base of FoxeR, though, getting rid of mules, getting rid of missile turrets, taking out expired refineries, which seems a little weird. But that's fine. Maybe supply block a little bit, possibly. Maybe. Locusts flying and all gonna die before they can land. One tried real hard right there. Really hard right there to land. 190 to 166 total supply. More corruptors. This is a really non-standard CVT. Really interesting stuff. Something I don't think I've seen in a long, long time. Where there's particular strategy where it's Banshee to deal with the Swarm Host and Liberators to deal with any mutas that come by. Oh, Swarm Host. Yeah, I mean, you can throw your Locusts down, but it doesn't really matter here. Corruptors come in, Locusts expire. That's all she wrote. That is all she wrote. I guess that was kind of like a squid throwing up an ink cloud as it's escaping from a predator. The Swarm Host threw up a Locust cloud to confuse the anti-air abilities of the Liberators when the Corruptors came in. I think that might have been what happened there. Alright, so FoxeR happily has his 6 bases. 6 bases up for the first time in this entire game. APM for Swedish Fika, 450, 260 currently for FoxeR. Coming into this 5th base. Defender mode circles, we're up, and then down. This base is a ghost town. There are no Zerg here. Top left, though, this 6th is not a ghost town, and it does get scanned. How much can he see that base with that scan? He only knows about it. He knows about it anyway. Swarm Host, Corruptor. I don't know, man. Is this enough? I just have so many questions as to whether this is enough for the Zerg. This is so many Swarm Hosts, and they're going to do absolutely nothing with these Locusts. Absolutely nothing. There are 3 pages of Locusts here, and they're not going to kill a single thing. Will they? Will they? Nope, I don't think they did. Maybe they got a Hellbat. Maybe. Maybe they got a Hellbat. Attacking from the low ground once again. Oh, getting scanned perfectly this time by FoxeR. This is a pretty vulnerable place. This is not quite timed on the cooldown yet. Not quite time yet. Corruptors flying around, trying to do with this anti-air as they come in. This is brilliant. Intercepting before the anti-air even gets over here. Locust, pop, get the planetary fortress. I think they got it. There's no way you can repair to that one. Base dead. 6 base dead again. Missile turrets dying. SCVs dying. Taking out Liberators from the sky. Swarm Hosts running for their lives. And a lot of dead SCVs, you guys. Wow, the 6th base is wiped clean from the face of the map. 136 SCVs have died thus far. Corruptors flying around, taking shots from Thors, taking shots from Liberators with, mind you, +3 air attack, which you just don't see every single day of the week. Throw that upgrade tab up if you're interested in seeing what we're dealing with here. It's a lot. It's a lot of upgrades. Banshees continuing to just have their way with these Swarm Hosts. 51 Swarm Hosts have died. 51 have died thus far. Where are these Locusts even going? Again, I think that was just an ink cloud thrown up by the squid. This 4th base has been under assault the entire game for PengWin. He's going to lose all these drones. Get out of here, drones. There's a cloak, but there is an overseer, so you can't really get away with that easily. Thors have finally made it to the natural base of PengWin. They've been trying to do this for the last 28 minutes and haven't been able to pull it off. So good for them. Good for them making it here. The Locusts are going to come from the left side, though. And where are they going to be? Where are they going to be? Liberator versus Corruptor with +1 attack. Picking them off one by one there. Just kind of trying to trade the Thors aside. No, if the Swarm Hosts are here, we would rather personally not be here. 200 to 143. Total supply. 28 minutes into this game. Corruptor's trying to fly on over Thors. Not a great place to be. Big old surround sound of Locusts here. I think these Thors are all going to die. Based on the angles here, I don't like it. I don't like it for the Thors at all. And they do get swooped upon by these Locusts. Thors dying by the scores here. Hellbats as well. And that is 26 dead Thors. 26 dead Thors. Aren't they 300, 300? I want to say they are 300, 300, 300, 200. That is so much gas. That is so many minerals that have been lost, and still we're maxed out. Still maxed out for the Zerg player at 29 minutes. I'd really like to see a tech switch. I don't know that this is going to be enough for the Zerg player to win this. Just going straight Swarm Host. Look at this, expanding. Well, getting caustic sprayed into the dirt is FoxeR's 7th base up along the top left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm a liar. 7th base is already up. 8th base is what that was. That was an 8th base attempt. More caustic spray going down on this debris. Yeah, I like this. I like doing this. The swarm hosts often get caught on ramps. And the look at the splash damage, you guys. Whoa. Doing way better against these corruptors than I thought. Oh, the liberators are in trouble. They're not faster. They're not faster than these corruptors at all. Good angling by PengWin to try to catch them. Are the liberators going to die? Whoa, 2 more, 1 more liberator remaining. Oh no, replacement 6th base getting caustic sprayed into the ground here. 19 banshees have been killed so far. 33 liberators have died so far as well. 100 to 190 supply. 6th base toast. Once more, just an unlucky base to live in, I would say. Locusts flying in to these missile turrets, saying, "How about you boys?" Single Thor here trying to hold it. Oh, you poor Thor pilot. How did you not? Really? He's alive. That's good. Only because the locust expired, though. So 7th base up. 8th base under construction for FoxeR. 8th base on the way for the Zerg player as well, here on the left side. And there's a box. Oh, that's the Solid Snake box. That's the Metal Gear Solid box that moves around by itself. Has it been pushed all the way over here throughout this game? Oh, look at him go. He's like, I want to stand here. Ah! He's getting swept away by the tides of change. That is such a great doodad. Holy cow. Hellions trying to run up this way. They're going to get there. Locust dropping a couple swarm hosts. Swarm host dropping a couple locusts. This game is breaking my brain, is what it's doing. Hellbats flying around here in the top left base of the Zerg, doing a great. They don't have blue flame, but they do have +3 attack. It's kind of an interesting thing you don't see every day. Locusts do finally take down this 7th base. The 7th base of the Terran. And this is a lot of dead SCV as well. SCV down to 32. Only 29 drones for the Zerg, though. Both players have taken massive hits to their economies in this game. I don't even know. Locust continuing to fight against these Thors. And they get one of them. They get one of them, but the Thunderbolt Circle is helping pretty well there, I'd say. From FoxeR, landing a brand new orbital command. Here at the place where his 7th base was, his 8th base is also toast, as we can assume. So we're just going to mine this whole map out. Is that what we're heading towards here today? Very well could be. Ling's defending this 8th base of PengWin up along the left side of the map, left side north. The only base that hasn't, well, I guess there's 2 bases that haven't been taken. No, this one, 97, base number 97 here, has not been taken yet. The one next door has. Right, PengWin tried to hold this one for a while and kept dying. Or was it this one that kept dying? I can't remember. Caustic spray on the 6th base up FoxeR. And that's it. That's all she wrote. Base is gone. That is 3 hatcheries that have been killed in exchange for 4 command centers, 3 planetary fortresses, and a couple orbital commands. There are so many dead things on FoxeR's list, I can't even see. I can't even see how many command centers have been killed, how many orbital commands have died in this game, but it's got to be at least 2. That is so many dead bases. So many dead bases. Liberator shutting down this 8th base temporarily until corruptors show up. Take it on down. FoxeR is in a lot of trouble here. He keeps losing mules, which I guess, I don't know, he can probably afford to do. I say he can probably afford to do that. 33 SCVs to 25 drones. 25 drones here. Again, maxed out, mind you, is our Zerg player, and he has a bank, so I really like the position that he's in right now. Another big hit on this 7 would wreck FoxeR's day, but no, the Swarm Host decided not to go there. Not going to attack there. But instead what? What are you instead going to do here? He's trying to trap the Terran player, I would say. Trying to trap him. Hive on the way. Ooh, could be a Broodlord play. I would like a Broodlord play. I really would here from our Zerg player. Just make all of these into Broodlords and just kind of go. Just kind of go. Maybe not all of them. Right, you need some corruptors to deal with this Liberator count that is back up to 4 or so. Locust checking to see is there anything for us to kill. Well, we got to commit now. Gotta commit now. Oh, are you stuck? All right, Locust landing on everything. Corruptor's flying in as well. Thor's fighting against Locust, falling though. They are starting to fall very, very quickly. That might be all she wrote for the Terran player. Thor count is down to a not great number of two. 179 to 60 total supply. What a beautiful attack there by Swedish Afika. There are Widow Mines in here trying to hold it. How many Swarm hosts died in that game, or in that attack? I don't know, but there's 62 that have been killed so far. What does he currently have even? 28. Where are they? Where are you? Ah, you're up here. You're up here, Swarm host. Yeah, is this the only? This is the mining base for FoxeR. I think this is it. This might be the mining base for FoxeR right now. I mean, technically, PengWin's on 2, so he doesn't have a whole lot of room to talk. But sensor towers and scans are really saving FoxeR's butt in this game so far. But to this point, where there are 2 Thors, it's just not going to happen. SCVs running for their lives from this base, forcing that liftoff. Refinery's going to die. Locust chasing down this Thor. Again, chase it down, chase it down. Widow Mines killing one of them. More of them. And the Widow Mines saved the Thor's life. Very nice. Very good news, I would say. Sensor tower almost burning down. No, has 80 hit points. Almost burning down. No, are we? Chasing down Thors with Locusts. That's what we're all about. Widow Mines continue to fire. Doing a pretty good job on these dudes. Oh, one Thor gets pinned against the wall by Lings and murdered. Lings are faster. They are definitely faster here. Hellions, not Hellbats. Hellbats. Hellions dying in here as well. I think this might be the cleanup stages for our Zerg player. Another orbital command is going to die for FoxeR. 195 to 55 total supply. Widow Mines are firing on stuff. Locust trying to get rid of these guys while they're on cooldown. It's going to work. I think it's going to work. Is this the only Thor? There are 2 Thors for FoxeR. He's down to 2 total Thors right now. 2. I'm considering giving this an epic tag, but at the same time, I kind of feel like epic is more about games that are really close, especially towards the end. And this game, I mean, it's 37 minutes, so obviously it wasn't a stomping. But in the end of the game, where it's 200 supply to 50, and that final battle wasn't necessarily really dangerous for PengWin. Would you think this is an epic game or not? I don't think I will. I don't think I'm going to roll with it. How are we still ongoing here exactly? I'll tell you how we're not ongoing, because our Zerg player refuses to just make 100 Zerglings and end it. He could end it, but he's so... What's that? What is making Overseer? But he's just so stubborn. He's so stubbornly committed to winning this thing with just Swarm hosts. It's actually kind of insane. Kind of insane. These Hellbats are running around. See, they're like, ah, Locust, we don't care about you. We just run. We just run from you. These guys don't even have +3 armor, which is funny at 38 minutes, but killing some larvae, trying to kill with the cannon. I mean, FoxeR knows that he's dead. He's long distance mining. Our Zerg player's just playing with him. How is he just playing with him? Sensor tower's down. Hellbats still getting microed into their life. I think he might be dead, says PengWin. Yeah, might be dead. There's a little BM in the early stages of this game, though, so maybe FoxeR just wants to waste as much time with the Zerg player as he can. Of course, he's only too happy to oblige here. Only too happy to oblige. Is that the last Thor? Oh, there's still one. There's still one running around somewhere. These Hellbats, man. 4 kills, 9 kills, 5 kills each on those guys. Speeding on up, speeding on up. Speeding on up. Another dead Thor. 29 supply. Locusts inside the main base, trying to kill everything that they possibly can, which is a lot of things. Starports, add-ons. Then they also expire themselves. Oh no, this 6th base is going to die again. Hey guys, the 6th base is going to die again. For the 17th time in this game. This is so many dead bases. How many? There's a planetary fortress left for FoxeR, and that's it. I think that's it for harvesting bases. No, wait, he has the one. He has the... Oh, right, the planetary fortress, right. So he's got the one that he is long-distance mining from here, which is actually kind of hilarious. Loca's going to town inside the natural base, wiping this thing from the face of the map of Defender's Landing. Moment of silence for all the stuff in FoxeR's base and his final 2 Hellions. Just kidding, there's more Hellions up here. Oh, Hellbats. Hellbats killing stuff. 11 kills. 11 kills on that Hellbat. He's a hero. He's a hero of the ages. We'll give him that title. Vroom, vroom, da, 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 da. Corruptor's trying to see what's going on. They could caustic spray. I think they could caustic spray every one of these missile turrets and be fine. I really do. I mean, they've got +3 armor. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, caustic spraying the missile turrets. There we go! Hey, the Falcon Paladin idea worked out. Worked out in the end. Now the rest of you guys have to finish off this planetary fortress, and that's going to be it. I mean, it's already it for the Terran player. I really... Okay, let's look at Terran player's field of vision.
Base under siege.
Whoa.
Mineral field.
There's the good game! Woo! 41 minutes and 22 seconds. Good game out of FoxeR. FoxeR is defeated, and PengWin is victorious. Wow. That was a lot of dead stuff. 193 SCVs died in this game to 54 drones. 72,000 resources lost by the Terran compared to 38. I mean, that's a doubling up right there. 39 Thors died, 19 Woodamines, 40 Liberators, a Raven. I can't even see how many bases died because it's too far off my screen, but it was 17. 17 bases died for the Terran player. 3 hatches went down, 64 swarm hosts died, 26 corruptors, 42 muta, and 215 lings lost their lives in this battle. So, I say that is going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Twitter, all those places at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.